Often we view clothing as a necessity, something that we need to use for a specific function or specific reason, and that's usually where it ends. Now, what Umhambo Couture believes is that fashion is an experience and is actually a tool for storytelling. Every item of clothing is handmade by real people with real stories that are executing all of their stories through incredible craftsmanship and can really be a tool that can be used not only to educate people about the different cultures and the history behind the materials, but also to pass down information from one generation to the next. Hello, my name is Robafadzo Mungwari, and I am the owner and designer at Umhambo Couture, a luxury online African apparel and textiles boutique that is based in Canada and specializes in handmade products that have a symbolic meaning behind them, that are ethically sourced from weavers all around the African continent. Our product lineup includes custom designs and sewing of garments that make up about 39% of our sales, handmade beaded jewelry and accessories made from scrap materials from the textiles left over from the garments that make up 28.5% of our sales, African-inspired textiles and seasonal clothing collections that each make up 14.8% of our sales, and finally, tailoring services that make up 2.9% of our sales. And I'm giving this presentation to accompany my business plan and also really consider the opportunity that is the $31 billion industry of African fashion. Now, you might not know this about me, but I'm actually an international student from Zimbabwe. And when I first moved to Canada in 2016, I literally had an identity crisis. I remember one of the first events we had during orientation week, it was required for the international students to come dressed in their cultural dress. And if you don't know this, Zimbabwe doesn't actually have a cultural dress. So I remember tugging around my closet and frantically going through Google search after Google search looking for a local tailor and trying to figure out what I could wear to this event. And I remember just having a dilemma of I don't have anything that signifies where I'm from except for my flag. And this event, along with other events that happened following that, really made me think about what identity for immigrants looks like in the diaspora. And in the last couple of years, there's definitely been an increase in the popularity of African fashion, especially with the emergence of movements like the Black Lives Matter movement. We have celebrities like Beyonce creating art around the idea of Afrocentrism, which has really created awareness for Black-owned businesses and the links between slavery and colonization, both within Africa and the Caribbean culture. And in the last couple of years, people in the diaspora specifically have become more interested in finding ways to express their culture differently and creating room for other cultural goods and services to be created and rebranded for this new audience. And one way that people express this newfound culture is through traditional clothing from different countries. For the most part, these are custom-made garments that take a long time to sew and can be extremely expensive for people to order. Several people have reported being scammed and sending money to people and not having their goods delivered. But also, many people identified a fear of appropriating different people's cultures because they didn't have enough information about the cultures they were getting these products from. Having identified this gap, we decided to create products that would be available at half the time of other vendors. We built a state-of-the-art website to enhance the customer service experience. We outsourced our production to our community partners who are indigenous to those cultures and gave them an opportunity to send a letter or a video telling their life story and the story behind the garment. And last but not least, we gave people the opportunity to customize their goods and services to make sure that we are acknowledging and preserving the stories that they want to tell. Through our products and services, we aim to create a legacy, empower ourselves and others, and most importantly, grow our empires. At Umhambo, we like to believe that we're not just another clothing brand, but rather we're in the business of storytelling.